Hello children, welcome back to our science class. Last class we studied about seeds, their structure and also the reproduction in plants. So we mainly studied the reproduction in plants by different methods. One is mainly by the reproduction through vegetative parts. So which are the vegetative parts of a plant? Root, stem and leaves. Then also we studied some other parts also like spores, then buds from the edge of the leaves, that also we completed. Then we saw how a plant producing from a seed, and we also already discussed about the structure of seed also. The seed having mainly three parts: seed coat, embryo and seed leaves. So that much we studied in the last class. So we already studied about seeds. So seeds are the main reproductive part of a plant. So in a plant, the plant will produce flowers. Flowers are the attractive part and also the reproductive part. Flowers later will change into fruits, and when we are opening the fruits we can see the seeds. So from this seed a new plant can grow very easily. So when we are discussing about seeds, we studied that some fruits containing only one seed and some fruits containing more than one seed. So some plants containing more than one seed. So when they are producing fruits at that time, they are also producing a large number of seeds. You just think, if all the seeds are falling down the tree, near to the tree itself, what will happen? The seeds will grow. Sometimes the seeds will grow, sometimes they will not get enough sunlight and nutrients from the soil. So in such cases the seed will be transferred from one place to another. So that is known as seed dispersal. That means the seeds are taken away from one place to another. So in this way the reproduction of plants is possible. So we can check the new topic of seeds. Scattering of seeds from one place to another is known as seed dispersal. Scattering of seeds from one place to another is known as seed dispersal. So I already told you that some plants can able to produce a large number of seeds, and all the seeds are not able to produce new plants because there may be some lack of water, nutrients and sunlight also. So if all the things are suitable, you just think, if all the seeds are falling down near to the parent plant and if all the plants will grow, what will happen? We can't imagine that. So the scattering of seeds is very necessary. So the seeds have some special structures and that can be carried away from one place to another, and they will produce a new plant. So that is known as seed dispersal. Scattering of seeds from one place to another is known as seed dispersal. So this can be carried out by different agents. So one is wind, then water, animals and explosion of fruits. So these are the various agents of dispersal. So the seed dispersal can be done with the help of some agents. They are wind, water, animals and explosion of fruits. So we can check each of the agent detailedly now. So first one, seed dispersal by winds. So if you are checking the seeds of some seeds, we can see that seeds of some plants, we can see that some of them are very light in weight. So they can fly very easily in air. So such kind of seeds are dispersed by wind. So some seeds of some plants are light in weight and they have some special structures also. That means some seeds have tufts of hair or wing shaped structures on them. Tufts of hair means a large number of hairs are attached to the seeds and they can fly very easily. And some other seeds have wing shaped structures also. So they can fly in the air very easily. So that kind of seeds are carried by the wind to any other places. Such seeds can float in air and are easily carried away by wind to other places. We can check the examples: cotton, maple, hiptage and dandelion. So from seeing the pictures itself we can understand that they are light in weight and they have some hair-like structures. So they can be easily carried away through the wind. So seed dispersal by wind, here wind is the agent, that wind is taking the seeds from one place to another. So seeds of some plants are light in weight and they have some special characters also. That means some seeds have tufts of hairs, a large number of hairs. Then some others have wing shaped structures. So they are very light in weight. Because of these structures they can fly very easily in air. Examples are cotton, maple, hiptage and dandelion. So such seeds can float in air very easily and they can carried away to another places. Examples are cotton, maple, Hiptage and Dandelion. Next agent is seed dispersal by water. So mainly the plants, they are growing very near to the water, or they are growing in water. In that case, that seeds are dispersed through water. So we can check which are the important plants. Seeds of plants that grow near or inside water are usually displaced by water. So we already studied many examples for water plants, water lily and also lotus. So these are examples. Then some plants are growing very near to the water also. Example, coconut tree. So seeds of these plants have some special characters. So because of the special characters, they can flow in the water very easily. We can check which are the important points. Seeds of these plants have spongy or fibrous outer covering which help them float on water and get carried to different places. Example, coconut. So the outer covering of the coconut, so they have a fibrous covering is there. Coconut, that shell have a fibrous covering is there. So inside that fibrous covering, they can trap the air very easily. So they can float in the water very easily. A coconut fruit is light in weight as it has a air trapped in its husk. And another examples are water lily and lotus. So seed dispersed by water. So the seed dispersal by water is mainly done by the plants of seeds. That means that plants growing very near to water, or they are growing inside the water. So that seeds having a spongy or fibrous covering, so they can trap the air very easily inside them, and they can float in the water. Examples, coconut, water lily and lotus. Now we can check the explosion of fruits. So we can see that in some plants they will produce flowers, and later the flowers will become fruits. And when the fruits are become very good, when the fruits are ripened, and after that it will starts to dry. So when it will become dried, at that time it will explode itself. We can check the example, pea, poppy, geranium, touch me not plant. So in this example, pea plant is a familiar example for you. So when these fruits are dried, at that time it will open, that means it will explode itself. So at that time the seeds will fall down to the ground. So at that time they can produce new plants. Some fruits explode on drying and their seeds scatter around the plant. Example, pea, poppy, geranium, touch me not plant. So today we studied seed dispersal. So seed dispersal means that scattering of seeds from one place to another through different agents. So mainly the agents are wind, water, animals and explosion of fruits. So these are the various agents of dispersal: wind, water, explosion of fruits and animals. So now we can check which are the agents, how they are taking the seeds to other places. Seed dispersal by wind. So in seed dispersal by wind, at that time the seeds are mainly, they are light in weight. That kind of seeds are taken away by the wind to another places. So they have some special characteristics. Some seeds have tufts of hairs, that means large number of hairs, thick hairs, and also they have wing shaped structures. So they can fly very easily in air. Example, cotton, maple, hiptage and dandelion. Then seed dispersal by water. So the plants growing very near to water, or they are growing inside the water, that seeds can easily carried away by the water to many other places. Example, coconut, water lily, lotus. And if you are checking what are the properties that help them to move through the water is, they having these plants, seeds having a spongy or fibrous covering, and they can trap the air inside this fibrous covering. Example, coconut. And next we studied explosion of fruits. So some fruits, when they explode, when they become dried, so at that time all the seeds will fall down to the ground, that means near to the parent plant. So they can produce new plants. Example, pea, poppy, geranium and touch me not plant. So now we can check the form. What is seed dispersal? Name any 3 agents of seed dispersal. Next one, why is seed dispersal necessary? If that means if seed dispersal is not happening, that means if all the seeds are falling down near to the parent plant itself, what will happen? That means why it is necessary. Then read the lesson 3 times. So you have to write the answers for these 2 questions and also read the lesson. And also some let us try questions are also there. Complete that let us try questions also. So we will see in the next class. Thank you.